how to instantly sign more clients. So this will be a stupid hack that actually works. All right, so literally by the end of this video, you're going to have the stupid hack that's instantly going to make you more persuasive, help you close more deals, and obviously make more money in your business. All right, so I've used this personally to help make over $2 million online. I've learned this from one of my mentors who's doing multiple 8 figures per year. So it's pretty good. It's pretty unique, and you probably haven't heard this before. So without further ado, my name is Jack Blau. Let's dive right in. So it's founded in what we call the influence pyramid. All right, so it's right here. So there's basically 3 levels to it. There's who, how, and what. All right, this right here, this is going to reveal the single reason why you probably know competitors who have no problem signing clients, they have a super high close rate. While for you, it feels like you have to fight tooth and nail. You gotta beg people, do crazy stuff just to get people to sign up on a payment plan. It's come on, man. Why is it like this? It's because of this. So let's break it down. There's 3 levels of influence. Each of these becoming more and more and more powerful. When you understand this will completely transform your lead generation, your sales, literally everything in your business. This is crazy. So first level at the bottom is the what. All right, the what level. This is number 1. What is basically what actual words are you saying? All right, so obviously this is impactful. It's copywriting. People pay copywriters hundreds of thousands of dollars a year if they're really good. But a few people realize that this is actually not even close to the most influential thing you can do. So it is still influential, the words you actually say, of course, but it's not really it's not the most. It's not where the power is at. So example of using this though, because you can still use it, is I found these 2 products on Amazon, so we'll kind of compare this. So product 1 versus product 2. Let's see how they use their words. So let's see. This is here. I'll show you this one first. So this one sells pretty darn well. And looking at just the about section here. So convenient microwave, prepare quick, easy meals, blah, 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 powerful settings, perfect size, all you need. Look at this. It's pretty good copywriting here. It's talking about the benefits here. Now, compared to this one, full-sized, new, cooking, stylish design, turntable, convenient. It just it doesn't look as nice, and it's just not as good. It's not easy to read. There's not you can see they changed the words by saying convenient microwave, powerful settings, perfect size, all you need. All right, so all this stuff, it's just written better. There's just better words here, and so as a result, this contributes to the fact that this obviously gets more sales than the other one here. All right. So with that said, it's obviously the words you say can influence things. It's also another big concept here is features versus benefits. So probably looking at this, you'll probably see this one. Let's see. It's kind of talking about features a lot. So features are the actual tactical things of what makes up your product. So it's saying 0.9 cubic feet capacity, 900 watts. This stuff no one really cares, to be honest. It doesn't really matter unless you explain the benefits of this. All right. So for example, let's see the benefits that they said here. So perfect size. Boom. So this is more of the benefit language rather than the features. So they still mention the feature here, 1.1 cubic feet, but they say perfect size. All right, ideal small space solution that offers full-size cooking in compact space. All right, so it's compact space, it can fit anywhere. That's what they're communicating here versus just the features. All right, so that's huge. So anytime you're communicating, think of how can you communicate the benefits rather than just the features. All right, you're instantly going to become more influential. Let's see, what else here? One of the things on this as well, benefits wise, is you can take this to the next level if you do if you talk about the benefits of the benefits. So for example, let's say you're selling, weight loss, for example, and, simple benefit might be we'll give you a nutrition plan. That way, you have no guesswork and you'll know what to eat to lose weight. Very basic benefit. You could make this more real by saying the benefit of the benefit. All right, since it's going to be so easy for you to lose weight, it's actually going to be sustainable because we're going to design it around, foods that you like to enjoy. And so that means, you're actually going to sustain this weight loss for 5-10 years from now and keep the weight off forever. That's an example there. Benefit of the benefit. All right, another thing you can do with benefits is make it so people can visualize the benefit. So for example, with this, I was just looking at another example here before. So let's look up red boots. Let me see it. So this one was the one I was looking at. I wasn't looking at this for personal use. I was looking at this for pure video market research, by the way. But let's see, which one was it? This one, for example. So rodeo and dance floor ready. So they're doing a real world benefit that makes you visualize, okay, if I was wearing these boots, you could go to the rodeo, you can go to the dance floor, and you can dance in them. All right. Perfect for all seasons. You can visualize yourself wearing it in different seasons now. All right. Making you visualize some of this stuff. If you can see yourself, if you can visualize it, it makes the benefit more powerful. All right. This is like books you read that are really good at using a ton of adjectives, and you can just like see what is going on in the scene in your head. That's what good writers do. And so you can do that in your sales pitch and your marketing as well to make benefits more powerful. All right. Another big concept you want to understand here is market validation. All right. So market validation, what is this? So with the words that you're saying, if you can use words that are validated by the market, and what that means is basically whatever target market that you're going after, if you actually speak about the things that they care about, the exact desires, the exact pain points, the things that are truly like deeply rooted in them and what they're looking for, they're obviously going to pay more attention to your stuff. So for example here, let's say for example here, I'm looking for a microwave that has like ultra fast cooking speed or something that can cook stuff fast. All right. And so, they actually mentioned this a little bit. Express cook. Interesting. So that might be a little bit kind of not a direct match, but I'm looking for like hyper speed cooking. Or I can cook my, warm up my pizza in 2 seconds or something. If they said that exactly, if that was like a core repeating benefit or a core repeating desire in the marketplace, and you put that in front of them, if you just copy and paste their desires, you put it on paper in front of them, you will get more conversions, period. So how you do that is by speaking to your clients, looking at customers' reviews online. You can do a lot of different things. You look at ad libraries to see what are the repeating patterns here. But if you can basically copy and paste what people have in their mind, your prospects have in their mind, and you put it in front of them, that is how you increase conversions, by using market validation to your advantage. So that's what. So obviously there's still a lot of things you can do here to become more influential. And you want to use this. You want to use it. You don't want to just like disregard it, but it's not the most powerful weapon you have in your arsenal here to become the most persuasive person on planet Earth. All right, that's number one. Number two here is how. All right, so the second level is how, and this is how you're saying it. So this mainly applies to vocal communication, like how you say something massively impacts how you influence someone. Keys here for how is number one is vocal conviction. All right, vocal conviction. So if you've seen like The Wolf of Wall Street, and you have this season where like he's on the phone, he's trying to sell some stock to someone, his tonality is just so convicted that this stock is a winner that the person on the other line, obviously it's a movie, but the person on the other line is like, oh well, holy crap, like this sounds like legit. I'm like, okay. And conviction is actually like it's one of the easiest hacks that you can implement right away to just be more influential instantly. All right, another example of this is, let's say you're with your friend, you're trying to decide what a restaurant you should go out to eat to. If one of your friends makes a suggestion, he's like, oh well, I tried this new Mexican place, and it was pretty good. Maybe we could go there. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, just like super uncertain tonality. Like, you're probably not going to trust him. You're like, I don't know, man. This doesn't sound that good. But if one of your friends on the flip side is like, dude, I just went to this new Chinese place. Like, it is the best Chinese I've ever had in my life. Like, you're going to love this place. Like, we have to go there. Just pure and utter conviction. You're probably going to go there. Like, all right, man, like I'm in. Sounds good to me. Like you're so convicted, like it's just a transfer of belief. It's a transfer of belief to the other person when you're so convicted. And so even if the words you say aren't 100% like beautiful copywriting, speaking about benefits and stuff, if you're just purely and utterly convicted, that's a hack. That's how you can bleed through it. All right, so this especially applies to if you're on sales calls, if you're doing video content, video ads, whatever you're doing. Conviction is a huge key and hack you can implement right away to boom, be more influential, be more persuasive instantly. All right, so that's a big one right there. Body language is another one. So, if you just have like uncertain or what's the other word I'm looking for? Like unconfident body language, like you're kind of like hands are in your pocket, you're kind of scrunched up and you're like looking at the ground and stuff and kind of like looking all over the place, like uncertain. That's kind of like, it's untrustworthy. You don't really know, this guy doesn't really seem certain himself. But if like you're confident, you have good posture, you're looking someone in the eyes and you're just like talking to them calmly, confidently, that's good body language. That's going to be more persuasive. Another cool, like real world example of this is what I call the no big deal framing. So this would be like, for example, let's say you're on a sales call and you're mentioning some results you get for clients. You're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So we get XYZ results, blah, blah, blah. You kind of just like rattle it off like it's no big deal, because it probably should be no big deal to you, where you just like, you see the results, you get the results like literally every day of your life. And so it's truly no big deal. And so, for example, like in the business space, let's say, we have, a six-figure student who just hit, over 100K a month in his business. We have this other guy, Ricky, we just helped get to 55K a month, blah, blah, all these results, blah, blah, blah. Like, cool. It's cool. Like, it's no big deal though, because it happens every day. And when you kind of like communicate this, the other person at the other end of the line, like I get this a lot where I'm talking to people and they're like, oh, well, my goal is just like, it's just like, 10K a month. So I know it's probably not a big deal to you, like, but that's just like my goal. And when you can get across that framing, that kind of like how you're saying with that tonality, people will get like, oh, holy crap, like this guy's a killer. Like this guy's a weapon. Like my goals are no big deal to him. Like he does this every day. And so you can communicate that. And it's a really kind of like cool hack you can implement right away as far as how you're saying things. So that's level 2. That's how. It's still not the most influential thing you can do here. All right, so we're getting into all this stuff that does work. And if you just implement this, you're probably gonna be ahead of 90% of people, 90% of your competitors. But if you want to go like next level, you just want like the hack to like instantly close more deals, instantly sign more clients. Like this is it right here. We're gonna get to number 3 is who. So who is saying it? Who are saying the actual words? All right, so let me explain. So the who behind the words matter 1,000 times more than the words that you say, if not more. Like literally, like this is 100% true. So example of this, Elon Musk can tweet out some meme about Dogecoin, or like some homeless man can, hold a sign that says buy Dogecoin on national TV. So both these examples, like they could have the same amount of viewers, like the same amount of people will see this, like their advertisement basically, and Musk isn't even like tweeting to buy, he's just tweeting a meme about it or something. But Elon's gonna be infinitely more influential. Why? Because of who he is. That's why. All right, that's literally it. Like he can say anything. He's just instantly more influential because of the who behind it. Because like there's associations to who he is. You know his story. You know who he is. The homeless guy, you don't know who this guy is. He has no credibility in your eyes, especially when it comes to investing in something. And so even if this guy gets immensely more views, it doesn't matter because the who is not there. There's no credibility. Another example here. Let's say your broke uncle tells you to buy Apple stock. He's like, oh, it's gonna shoot up. It's gonna 3x this year. Like you gotta buy it. Warren Buffett could tell you the exact same thing. Buy Apple stock. They could say the exact same words and use the same exact tonality, like the same exact like levels 1 and 2. But you're not gonna listen to your broke uncle just because of who. But you will listen to Warren Buffett. If Warren Buffett calls you up, he says, hey, I got a tip on this stock, like it's going up. Like go ahead and invest right now, like it's gonna do this thing. You're probably going to do it. You're probably going to do it. It's Warren Buffett. All right. His history and his who gives him credibility. It makes his words 1,000 times more influential. Or you can also see examples of this of like, if like celebrities or like really big influencers who can sell something, like they'll just launch some product or something. They'll make just a boatload of money instantly. It's not even good like persuasion or marketing or copywriting or anything. Like they just drop it and there's just the who behind them. It's just the who. Like that's it. That's the power behind this stuff. All right, so now that you know this, like the three levels of influence pyramid. Who is the most influential by far? How do you leverage this? All right, how do you actually leverage this to sign more clients and make more money? Like I get it, like you're not Elon Musk, like you're not going to be some celebrity overnight, like you're not. So how do you actually leverage this? You can do this by altering your social media branding. All right, so stick with me here. This might sound simple, but we're going to do this in a way that no one does this. And it's completely going to transform how you sign clients. So think about it. Online, your who is really just defined by like what people see when they click on your profile. Like that's really, it's kind of like, it's your online persona, right? It's who you are online. So specifically like what associations they see with you. All right, so this is the key here. So what makes up the who is actually your associations. All right, who you are is really just a folder of a bunch of associations. This is the way your brain works conceptually. All right, you basically have a bunch of folders of associations in your mind, like memory stored via a collection of folders. So for example here, like if I think of Chipotle, for example, my brain thinks of other words plus associations in the same folder, like food, obviously, burritos, rice, guac. The gym is another association for me since I would go to the Chipotle so much after the gym a lot, so it became an association. Could be gift cards since I just got like 3 Chipotle gift cards for Christmas. All right, this is I wrote this like a long time ago, by the way, so I know it's not Christmas time this recording, but it was whenever I wrote this. The employees there that know me by name, these are different associations that come up for me when I think of Chipotle. All right, it's folders, it's associations. But think of Elon Musk, I think of Twitter, owner, funny tweets, memes, successful, SpaceX, Tesla, hardworking. All right, there are associations here that make up their brand of who is Elon Musk. If I think of Tom Brady, I think football, Patriots, Bill Belichick, Super Bowl, MVP. Folders and associations. That is how our brain works, and that is how branding works. All right, associations equals brand. So these are formed over time with information we receive about the person or the thing. So how do we leverage this? Now that you know this, now that you know like your who, your persona is made up of associations of folders, how do you hack this? How do you actually do this right? So to do this right, like when you do this right, actually, like every piece of content, every CTA, every ad, every message you send instantly becomes, more influential and drives more conversion. Like that's a fact if you do this right. That is the power of the who. So now we're gonna get super tactical. Like what exactly do you change on your social media profile to do this, to actually make this reality? Because like let's be real, like I'm not gonna tell you to go, rent a Lambo and post pictures in front of it, or like flash a cool Rolex, and flex on people, or like Photoshop yourself in a picture with Dwayne Johnson. Like no, like that's not how you do it. You can't just lie. You can't just do all this fake stuff. And also like a lot of this stuff as well, like renting a Lambo and stuff. Like it's fine if you like this stuff, if you're like into cars and stuff. But a lot of it actually kills trust nowadays if you do this stuff, like this guru stuff. All right, so that's not how I'm going to recommend you do it. We are going to leverage your authentic authority that you don't even realize you have, but it's going to make you 1,000 times more influential. So here's how. Like here's the actual tactical thing you can do right now to apply this. So think of from the lens of your ideal client and then do these two things. So brain dump all associations you ever had that have a powerful brand themselves. So this could be, companies you worked for, companies you built yourself. This could be mentors you learn from. This could be clients, celebrity clients, famous clients, or just clients in general. It could be friends or family. It could be podcasts you've been in. It could be a magazine you're featured in. It could be organizations, anything or any associations that come to mind that have a powerful brand themselves, especially in the eyes of your ideal clientele. Like what do they see as powerful? Do you have any associations with any of these things? Anything ever. All right. Brain dump. That's the first thing that kind of brain dump all accomplishments you've had as well. So this could be client transformation, client success statistics. It could be your personal hero story. It could be your personal accomplishments, awards, certifications, rare, cool things you've done. All right. So brain dump all this stuff. We're kind of just brain dumping what associations do you have yourself that your prospects would see as quite credible or quite interesting and compelling. Once you actually do this, you will have something unique and compelling. I can guarantee you it. Or a lot of people say, oh, well, I don't really have anything crazy that happened for me, or I don't have any like crazy stuff here. But odds are you do. You just have to find it. Like you just really have to think really hard. Like you could probably find a really cool story that you've been through, like your personal transformation of what you do, what you sell to people. All right, so it's different for everyone. For some people, they have a certain amounts of clients proof. I had one guy who was featured in like health or Men's Health magazine, like. He was like, oh yeah, I was featured in it, like no big deal. A lot of these things are like no big deal to you because you've lived it, but they're really, really cool and powerful associations. So for example, being featured in Men's Health magazine, it's a big deal. Like to me, I'm like, oh, that's freaking cool, man. Like I don't have that. Like that's unique. So you can use these things and use it in your branding here. If you're mentored by some huge authority in the space, that's pretty big right there. If you have some crazy transformation story, like it's different for everyone. Just use what you got. Like you don't need all this stuff. You just need one. You need like one compelling and unique association to wrap your brand around. Like that's it. Once you find your one thing, just wrap your brand around it and put it everywhere. Like once you figure this out for you, like put it at the forefront of your social media branding. So everyone that comes across it, like everyone that comes across your profile must see it. They must see your story, your associations that builds you into that powerful, like brand that you are. If you do this, like I guarantee you're going to begin signing more clients. Like that's how it works. That's going to elevate your who. So instantly, everything you do becomes more influential. Everyone will see you as the guy. All right, that's what you want. You want people to think of those key associations when they think of you. Or if you do this right, assuming you have an actual like lead generation sales systems in place that actually work, they're consistent, they're predictable, you're going to sign a whole lot more clients. Your conversions will go up across the board. All right, so I hope this training was powerful for you. I've learned this from mentors doing multiple 8 figures, so definitely apply this stuff. If you are an online coach yourself and you want just my proven lead generation sales systems plugged into your business, we can put them on autopilot. It can help you book at least 30 to 50 calls every single month for your business. Then click the link below. I do have an offer for you. We might be fully booked up, to be honest, because I'm getting booked up like every day in our sales calendar. So I apologize, but click the link below if you are interested in that, if you do want to scale your business. If not, thank you so much for watching. You're amazing. You're a legend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.